Welcome everyone. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down your average cost of living here in the foothills of Colorado. And as a native to Evergreen, Colorado, I kind of want to inform you on what that monthly expense is going to look like and if it's the right move for you to come out this way. But I promise you, if you stay tuned, one of these costs most people never think about. So let's get into it. All right, welcome back everyone. My name's Josh O'Shea. I'm part of the Alpine Peaks team here in Evergreen, Colorado. I've been a mountain kid my whole life, lived in Evergreen almost my entire life, done 11 years in the Army Reserve, still continuing that. But in this video, I am breaking down your average cost of living here in Evergreen, Colorado specifically. And we're gonna be looking at it from a median home price. So just giving like the average of what it is. You know, it fluctuates per house to house. For is $1 million. $1 million. It's a little pricey, it's a little expensive to live here. But, you know, that was an increase of 8.2% from last year. It's a great investment area and it's a wonderful place to live. So watching the home prices keep going up and up and up, I would say sooner rather than later, if that's something you're looking to do, you should probably come out here. But at $1 million, what we're at like 7% interest rates, that's kind of a hefty payment if you don't have a lot to put down. So really think about what your interest rate's gonna look like, how much down payment you have, but your median home price here in Evergreen is $1 million. Now let's jump into insurance. Insurance has been the biggest pickle we've been dealing with as of late of October of 2023. A lot of major insurance companies are not feeling safe insuring up here. They think we are too high risk with fire and other natural disasters, even just, you know, major hailstorms and so many roof claims that are coming out here in Colorado. Insurance has been the most difficult. On average, my last insurance payment about $4,000 a year, but as of October of 2023, without even making any claims, all of our insurance policies have risen significantly. So on average for homes that I'm seeing out here, your insurance policy is going to be anywhere between $5,000 and $10,000 a year. That is a hefty jump considering 2 years ago we were looking at, you know, $3,000 to $4,000 in homeowners insurance. Been a tough pill to swallow, but it's just something you should be aware of. Next, we're going to jump into taxes. Taxes here in Jefferson County have decided to increase everyone from 2023 to 2024 about 50%. Say on average, property tax, just depending on your lot size and your square footage of your home, but your property tax is probably going to range anywhere between $7,000 and $12,000 annually. That was a major increase considering we used to be really close, right around $4,000. Maybe $5,000 a year. I would say it has doubled. If anyone's going to tell you it hasn't, they don't live here. Every single person that lives right here, all of our escrow accounts jumped. All of our payments jumped. And it's like, cool. That's something you need to be aware of when you get out this way, because it's not a joke. Watching everyone getting priced out because of taxes here is not fun, and I just want you to be aware Colorado is relatively low property tax comparatively to other states. It's not going that way anymore. If you have any questions, you know, give me a call, give me a text. I've lived here 31 years, born and raised. I really do care about this community, so if you're coming out this way, you're probably gonna run into me at the grocery store, and it's gonna be a grand old time. We'll see each other at a restaurant, have a beer. But I wanna really dive down into your monthly expenses as the homeowner. So if you find this, you know, video helpful, give me that thumbs up, give me that like, and hit subscribe. I make videos like this all the time, but this one specifically is, I really want you to feel confident on your way out this way to move over here, because these prices are important so that you know if you're making the right decision before you even get out here. So let's talk about utilities. Utilities, natural gas, electricity. If you're in Evergreen, you're probably going to be off XL Energy. XL Energy is a wonderful company that's actually, they brought all the pipelines up here. So most of us have natural gas, or at least access to it. Some homeowners didn't actually tap into the street and are still on propane, but natural gas is pretty available anywhere in Evergreen, most of Conifer, If you start going out towards Pine and Bailey, it is in Pine, in some spots of Bailey, especially down the 285 corridor, but further back you go, further west you go, the less resources you have, but you also get that seclusion and peace of mind if that's something that you're looking for as well. Utilities, natural gas, I'm about, man, realistically $300 a month. I have a little bit of a larger home, but I would say on average, you're probably gonna be between $100 and $250 is gonna be a monthly expense on natural gas. If you're using propane, it depends on the size of the tank you have. Let's say you have a 500 gallon, you're probably gonna be filling that maybe biannually, worst case scenario. And that's gonna be roughly around $4 a gallon for fill-ups. Calculate out your tank, see what that's gonna cost you. You know, it's turn down your thermostat, save yourself some energy there and save yourself some cost. But just giving you that idea. If you're looking at really running a lot of propane, it can be more expensive than natural gas, but as of late, natural gas is more expensive on a monthly basis than propane. Electricity, I'm usually seeing a bill about, honestly it sucks, about like $500 a month. I would say on the average median homeowner, you're gonna be seeing a bill roughly about $300 a month. That starts adding up. Now, if we're gonna talk about our taxes increase, our insurance increase, inflation, you're gonna be looking at least, I would say roughly about 800 to 1,000 is gonna be what your costs are gonna be just towards, not off your principal and interest. This is gonna be your taxes, insurance, and your utilities. So you should consider that when you get that 7% interest rate. If you can get it lower, get it lower. But if you can't, look at that monthly payment and then add $1,000 onto it and see if you can make that happen. House maintenance. I'm gonna do this segment as annually, sometimes even maybe like once every 2 years. But what things that you need to be considering is if moving up here to the foothills or Front Range area of Colorado, if you are not in any one of those districts that has city water and city sewer, you're gonna be on well and septic. Those can be surprisingly costly. A well on average, we're probably seeing installs between $40,000 and $60,000, depending on how deep they need to go. That would be kind of new build. If you already have a well established and you need like a pump replacement, it's a little more inexpensive, but I would still say you are definitely probably $10,000, $20,000 at minimum. Those costs can really add up, but there's a lot of preventative maintenance you can do to have that longevity of your well and your septic system. Septic, I would say you need to have your septic tanks pumped once every 1 to 3 years, depending on the size of your storage tanks and depending on what material is going into your septic tanks. What I mean by that is if you have a garbage disposal and you're pushing down a lot of food, it has better chance of buildup inside of your tanks because then the tanks have ballast points, open up, and it will flood down into your leach field. But if you start getting that buildup, that residue is going to continually stay in there. So you need to get those things pumped just for the protection of the longevity of your septic tank. Getting those things pumped on average, that's costing, depending on the size, I would say anywhere between $500 and $1,000 to get those things pumped. And then if you have a wood burning fireplace, which a majority of us up here do, I really do recommend a chimney sweep, probably running you around $500, $600, depending how many chimneys, the height of the chimney, and then the amount of soot and residue inside the chimney. Sometimes that can add up depending on how long they expected that to take, and it took them a lot longer. Those are things that a lot of people aren't really thinking about. Is I'm not on city water and city sewer lines, so you're like, okay, everything is my responsibility as a homeowner. Also, next cost that is surprising to a lot of people is we have so much sun exposure here in Evergreen, Conifer, Pine, Bailey, Blackhawk, Idaho Springs. There's so much really great sun exposure, but that sun beats down on your home. So your paint is gonna fade on your homes. Even if you have, aluminum or metal siding, it's going to fade over time. But a lot of people have cedar or wood siding up here. Even just the stain on there really fades relatively quickly. So you're gonna be probably looking at an actual restain or repaint once every 5, maybe 7 years. And that can really add up, especially if you have a log home. That cost is probably looking between, again, realistically 10, 15, and upwards of $20,000 that you have to do maybe every 5 years. And then of course you have a wood-sided home, so you're gonna have woodpeckers up here, and woodpeckers are going to cause damage to the siding of your home and then cause water intrusion. There's a lot of stuff that can go with it. Just something that you always have to be kind of vigilant about on your homes up here. And those costs can keep adding up. I would say realistically at your $1 million price point here, you have higher taxes now. Awesome, thanks government. Higher insurance, kind of put that on the government again. And then there's only so many you can build out here. The homes that are here are kind of the homes that are here, so price reflects that. Is you can't really build anywhere else. There's some spots, otherwise you're gonna be really tight together, but if you want bigger lots and that nice home, it comes with a price tag. You're gonna be looking at realistically about $7,000 a month for median, and that's not even including preventative maintenance, and that is not including your day-to-day. These are things I really want you to be aware of when you come out this way. Does that work for you? If it doesn't, that's a good eye-opener that maybe there's another spot around in Colorado that we can find for you. But that's kind of that price point of what you're looking at up here. Small cost of living day-to-day, gasoline's about $3.29 I think right now. Gallon of milk is about $3. Delivery costs, so if you're trying to get anything delivered besides like Amazon, UPS, FedEx, something like that, you're trying to get like a Costco delivery or anything like that, there's always a higher delivery fee out here. I would say about $25 for the delivery fee, plus then they're already delivery fee, so it's like another charge on top. On those delivery fees, they might say you're just too far out and we're not going to do it for you. So just those things of cost of living up here, that it's a lifestyle. So if it's something you want specifically out here, I recommend coming out here and seeing what it's like, if you can make it work. If you can't make it work, let's find you something else. All right, friends, if you found this video helpful, give me that thumbs up, give me a like. I'm trying to grow this channel just to get more people aware of what it's like to live here in the foothills of Colorado. Hit that subscribe button. Shayla, my business partner, and I are going to be making videos like this each week. If there's something you specifically want to know about living here in the foothills of Colorado, put it in the comments down below. We do actually read those, and we will make a video specifically to your question. And then give us a call, give us a text, and I will always be there to help you out. I had a lot of fun on this one. If you guys have any questions, hit me up. I will see you next time. Peace.